In continuation of our discussion about the benefits that you can achieve out of DPIA, let's talk about how DPIA helps you improve your data handling practices as well as supporting the data subject rights. Data subject rights is something which is very critical for any regulations because we are talking of personal data. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy. And as I mentioned, we are going to talk about how you are going to improve data handling practices and how you are going to support the data rights in a better way. So as my routine habit, we'll first quickly touch base on what is DPIA. A lot of content has been done in the last 10-15 days, but the definition again, you collect personal information for a purpose. You want to process it, any purpose, right? Opening a bank account, giving a loan, a credit card, BPO, any kind of service that needs the customer's personal information. It could be a food delivery company, it could be an online portal for shopping, is collecting personal information in some or the other way. It is, when it is collecting, it is storing with it, it is using it, right? Online portal takes my name, address, phone number, credit card information. I choose what I want to buy, they dispatch it at the address, they pay or they collect the payment through my credit card. So they contain a lot of personal information for me, right? They use it in different forms. Of course, they have taken my consent. They store it with them. That is why in the next visit, they even know what did I buy last time. Fine. And then they share it with third parties. Do they? Well, even in this example, I'm not sure whether the courier delivery boy is a part of their own team. Is he a contracted person or is it completely third party? Right? So it happens there are online stores who take order from you and sub-order them to a store near your city. Or it could be that they have a store near your house and that store delivers to their own employees. It could be any combination, but the idea is that they are collecting, using, processing, storing, destroying and sharing. And DPIA Act says you do any of these 5 processes, then you are liable to be compliant with data privacy. So you should keep regularly monitoring your processes and assessing your processes that nothing allows breach. Okay, personal data breach could be very dangerous, and there's a huge set of videos on my channel. This is video number 164, right? Okay, so sensitive high volume data 3 months, non-sensitive but high volume, sensitive but not high volume 6 months maybe, ideally sensitive should be 3 months. Any form of personal data at least once in a year or every time you change your processes. How can you take help of DPIA to improve your data handling practices? It can help you manage the personal data better by using better data access methods, right? Not everyone is allowed to access everything. The logistics guy is only supposed to know my name, my address and my phone number, not my card information. The finance guy needs to know my name and my card information, not my address, right? So you improvise your data access methods, ensure that you have a very safe and secure storage, and evaluate your retention requirements. Finally, someone says, okay, do not want to buy anything through your portal in future. Please discontinue my account. Get it done, closed, finish. Would I still retain their data? What does my business say? Do I need the data of a customer who wants to go off by cancelling his account? You can think about it and act accordingly and create your retention requirements and therefore delete the data. You delete someone's data that you're no longer going to use in any way because he has asked you not to use it in any way. You save on your cost of handling data and you give him the assurance that it is not going to be used, which avoids a misuse also. By mistake, your marketing person does not call them up because that could irritate them and that could tell them that, we told you we are not going to use it, but we just called you to say hi. No, that does not work. So you can use DPIA to redefine your overall data handling policies and restructure your databases. That is also required to be done when you are supporting data subject rights, right? So when it comes to data subject rights and very important key rights, which is common with all regulations worldwide, my right to access my personal information that you are storing for me, my right to get that information corrected, my right to get my personal data deleted out of your repository. Fine, 3 basic rights. Can a customer be allowed to get into my systems and see the data? Improve my data handling practices such that a customer can see only his data, right? Not everyone. And as I gave in previous example, logistics needs only name, address, phone number. Finance needs only name and credit card details. Accordingly, you can reassess from your point of view, but even from customer's point of view. He has a right to access. He should have an option to correct his data. He should have an option to get your data deleted out of you. And if you're doing these things judiciously, any following of compliances, best practices, applicable to you, but if you follow them, you actually incorporate best practices that can help you build your customer trust and optimize your resources. DPIA helps define process for all of these above. Mitigation may need restructuring of entire data processing. So don't wait for a mitigation, because that also may need a lot of cost. DPIA is critical for compliance as well as brand reputation. So be careful that you are handling and improving your data handling practices to support the user rights and therefore enhancing your company reputation, your brand reputation, keeping your customers' data safe, avoiding misuse, avoiding data breaches out of your environment, and therefore DPIA is one of the most important things while handling privacy related compliances. That's about these two benefits of DPIA. We'll talk more about the summary of all the benefits in the next video. I hope you like the content of my video. Please press the bell and the like icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share your feedback in the comment section. It really helps. Thank you.